Hello, I am FerrousPilot, and we're going to be playing some more Pillars of
Sure.
Eternity, in case you couldn't tell from the episode title. Alright, let's make sure that's not trap. I mean, I really doubt a barrel would be trapped, but you know, okay, it's just beer. Alright, that's pretty good. Last time around, we had some heavy-ass stuff with Durance. I just want to finish exploring the rest of this sewer-type area over here. And for some reason, the priest, man, the guy, Nedmar, is supposed to be here, but I can't seem to find him. And you know what? I'm just going to charge in with reckless abandon here. Oh, shit. Oh, God, no. Whoa, this is bad. Okay, well, probably should not have charged in with reckless abandon over there, but I did, so what are you going to do about it, right?
No problem.
You know what? Let's not charge in with reckless abandon anymore, because taking trap damage is not good. Not good for any of us. Son of a bitch, what did I just say? What did I just say about taking trap damage not being good for us? Beyond.
Be discreet.
Oh my god, that was actually
Indeed.
okay. Nicely done. All right, let's check out this area. I want to finish exploring this map. Okay, it's a black ooze. We can just probably just, you know, sort of team up on it to kill it. Shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, we're doing damage. We're doing damage.
Got him.
Maybe we should move our characters up a little bit. Do some of this. Do a little bit of our raw damage. Okay, no. Wasn't even necessary. Like, we just killed it. Our party is, like, super strong right now. I don't know why the first dungeon, the Temple of Yothus, was so hard for us. Also, we need to stop walking into these goddamn traps. Honestly. What type of trap was that? Boiling spray. Okay. Yeah, we need to stop doing that.
Time to see and not be seen.
Okay, lots of these oozes, which is very strange to me, but, yeah, come on down. Alright, come on down.
Eh?
Okay, now we can focus our attacks over here, and we will
How
have
may I help?
Durance do his buffsies. Why not?
I'm here.
And you, sir? You can use a mental binding on... You know what? Your mental binding isn't going to be very... There, you can use it there. All right. And... You know what? A Loth. You can use one of these. Just wait for these enemies to get nearby, and then you can toss one out there. Boom. Nicely done. Wait, did somebody do like a massive amount of damage recently? There was something like... I saw like massive... Yeah, 51 points of piercing damage. Durance. He's just like wrecking face right now with that crossbow. It's insane. But you know what? I'm pretty happy about that.
No problem.
Alright, let's do this. I don't know why those shadows were so goddamn hard to kill. These enemies are a lot easier to handle. It's just those shadows, man. They're not kidding around. Alright,
Quickly and
let's go into sneaky mode. Make sure there are no traps. Alright, it's just a moonstone. Our moon man can have a moonstone now. DingleBingle, you should be stoked about it. Look at Durance's staff, though. It's amazing. Like, who even needs a torch when you have a staff like that? It's just, it's pretty sweet to me. Just keeping on here. Forgot to set my timer. Keeps on happening to me. All right, there we go. Let's go down here. Let's check out which areas of the map we still have yet to explore. And I think we need to check out this room. Yes, this is a ladder upwards. I don't necessarily want to go up there, but it's a good thing we saw that trap here. So we can disarm it, I should say. And we get Rimgan's Mantle, which is a freeze DR bonus and mechanic. 20% freeze damage converted to endurance. What? What? That doesn't make any sense. I guess we can equip it, like, why not, right? But it seems kind of useless. We'll give it to... No, Durance already has Fulvano's Amulet, which gives additional healing, which makes sense. I guess we can give it to Aloth, because his cloak right now is kind of shitty, so we'll give him one. That's nice, and I suppose we'll examine this as well. Grab some alcohol.
Got it.
Let's see, this is the Temple Chantry. This is the Keep Kitchen. And this is the lower ramparts. We don't want to go to lower ramparts. We want to go to the temple, and we want to talk to Nedmar. We just came from the temple, though. Like, I don't understand why we couldn't find Nedmar. It's weird. I guess we'll find out eventually where he is, but for now, we don't really have much of an option. I think we could just run. I don't think there's much of an option here for us. I think these are just the alternate. This is just an alternate entrance here that we could have taken if we wanted to, but we chose not to because we had the vines that we could climb, and we decided to take those instead. So, yeah, we can lockpick this, I think, with DingleBingle and open up the door. I don't think there should be any enemies in here, but let's just make sure nothing is trapped. It is not. All right, let's open this up. It's a table. There's some golden dukes. The only coin minted in Durwood. All right. What's a duke? I don't know. It's a psalm to Wodika. I don't care. Done. All right. We can check out this area, I suppose. Why not? You know, I feel like the water is going to make us, like, sick and shit, but it seems like it's not, so we should be okay. All right, come on now. Yeah, this is just an exit. This is the exit to the moat, which I'm not interested in. So we're going to go back. We can kill the Animancer there, but I think we're just going to go to the Temple Chantry and see if we can't find Nedmar, because apparently we weren't able to before. What about this area, though?
Keeping an eye out.
Why was I not able to search this area? What the hell is this? Oh, it's more graves. Okay, these are more people who backed the Kickstarter for $500, I think it is. So a fine rod. That's actually pretty great. We're gonna give that to somebody. Give it to Durance for now, but I think actually it's gonna be better off. Well, I don't know if a lot's gonna be better off because he has a fine wand. I don't know if this fine rod is gonna actually help him, but you know, everybody else is using a fine weaponry now, so this arbalest does a lot of damage. Yeah, we'll give him the rod. It does an average speed attack, and it does a little bit more damage than this. So why not? Yeah, we'll give it to him. Okay, I like the high damage weapons. Like I don't particularly like the high speed weapons because against damage resisting enemies, it's a better idea to have high damage because it can get past their defenses at least a little bit. Now, of course, with high speed, you have more attacks, and so you get that going for you. I should really re-equip everybody with the robes here. So Loth, get this. Sharknado, get this. You're already equipped with it. You're already equipped with it. And Ader, or Adir, take this.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is this gosh darn priest? I don't even. Let's talk to the priestess. May Barat's wisdom save us. Okay. Let's talk to the Temple Guardian. Hold, brother. Okay. What the frick? Alright, fine, we'll do it the hard way. Gosh darn it.
What?
Durance, I need you to do something right now for us. Do this. Yeah? That's exactly right.
I'm here.
DingleBingle. Probably going to be a good idea to use something like this. Yeah, right about here. Probably going to help us out a great deal. Yeah, there we go. He's getting like fucked right now. So, you know what? Why don't you take a barbaric blow, and smack down this guy a little bit? Durance, you're fine. Come down here, Aloth, and do a little bit of a necrotic lance here. Take down this motherfucker. Yeah, nicely done. Now we can finish off the Temple Guardian. Unfortunately, Sharknado actually died, which is amazing to me, but you know what? It should be fine. Come on, guys. Don't do this right now.
How may I help?
Just do the arcane assault. Okay, we didn't even need it, so that was kind of a waste, but okay. That was fine. You know, what is this? Plate armor? Yeah, I'm not too interested. Just put it in the stash. This priest is definitely she's definitely going to try and kill us if she sees us. So I think we should equip first all of our armor again. Probably a good idea. Let's see. You're already equipped with what you need. Aloth, you should equip this. And Adair, equip this. Alright, Durance, how about you? You know what, I think these Baratheon priest robes are actually better. Because you get -1 DR, but you get like plus 10% recovery speed, so I think it's a better choice actually. Alright. Attack! Oh wow, she froze Sharknado. That's fine though. It's not such a big deal. You can knock her down. Probably gonna be nice, helpful. Just do a little bit of an attack here and yeah, that's not a problem. We finish things off very easily. Okay. Now I know the way we can handle this. Anybody who is alive but is not trying to kill us, we can basically treat as an enemy. I mean, but it was trying to kill us, we can basically treat as an enemy, and that can't be our friend that we're looking for here. And anybody else, we can imagine, is the only person who's not trying to kill us is Nedmar, right? So, yeah. All right, you need to actually. That's better. That's better. That's much better. Use the barbaric blow.
Yes.
And you can use arcane assault right here. And you know what? A little bit of blindness never hurt anybody. Yeah, there we go. Attack! Sharknado is in a bad spot right now.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about her. We can have Kevin Durant come in. Well, you can first of all, Aloth, do this. And then Durant, why don't you try to use withdraw on her? Yeah, it worked. That was nice. Recovers her endurance a little bit. There we go. Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, she's still stunned, I guess. Because of that withdraw.
No
Come on.
problem.
There we go. Alright, take all their shit. Take all their shit. Let's save our game and then keep on moving forward. Probably should have explored this area. Oh, we picked it. Nice. Maybe this is where Nedmar actually was. Yeah, that's where Nedmar was. This frail old priest is hunched over a table surrounded by scattered scrolls and parchment, examining their contents with the aid of a thick monocle. He glances up as you approach, blinking rheumy eyes. More visitors, then? You're not one of the acolytes, or the guards for that matter. His voice is dry, quiet rasp. Which makes you an intruder, at the least? Kolsc put you up to this, I suppose. Yes, that would be him, sending young men to dash themselves against the keep's defenses. Would that my sermons could draw such fervor. Still, you are here. What is it you want? Actually, I'm only here to pick this place. How did you know I came here on behalf of Kolsc? Nedmar studies you quietly for a moment. My eyes may be failing me, but my wits have not. Kolsc has recruited what allies he can, and he begun to strike against the keep in earnest. It has not been long since his latest effort. As I predicted, and as you can see, the attempt was a disaster. Kolsc is unwilling to grasp certain truths, nor does he understand that this place, what it is that keeps Raedric in power. He will need much guidance if he means to take Raedric's place. I can only hope he would listen. Good thing his predecessor set the expectations low, then. I'm here to face Raedric. Will you help me? Nedmar's brows knit together in an expression of mournful regret. I don't know that I can. I tried to warn Kolsc and his people of the dangers. I have in truth tried often to sway them from their path. My efforts do not seem to have made any difference. Play nice with the fella that wants to kill you and all your friends? Can't imagine why they wouldn't listen to sound advice like that. Even poor Giaco, I always thought he at least might be saved, but he's Austria's now, fodder for her experiments. I've narrowly escaped suspicion. Oh yeah, about Giaco, I forgot to tell him that he was free to go. I can do that later, though. Raedric's is in the grip of grief, and he will not be swayed. He will bring his wrath down upon those poor prisoners, and I cannot shoulder that guilt. I cannot bear it. Tell me about Giaco. One of my acolytes, I found him begging in the street when he was a young lad. I took him in. I hoped he might grow within the church, take my place when I grew too old to serve Lord Raedric. But he took an interest in Kolsc's efforts, his vain rebellion. I could not help keep him from leaving. And now he has joined Kolsc against our lord and lingers in the dungeons. I fear he may have already fallen victim to Osira's evil designs. If I save Giaco, will you help me reach Raedric? I could give you the means to enter Raedric's chapel below. That would put you beside his throne room. Nedmar's voice trembles, but I cannot risk it while Giaco is in danger. If you could see him safely out of Osira's reach, I promise you I will do my best to help you. He looks cautiously around the room. Oh, and this will do you more good than a disguise. We have a passphrase. It is from every ending a beginning. Say that, and the guards here will leave you be. On this floor alone, I'm afraid, Raedric's sellswords have little patience for such things. Speaking of the guards, I kind of happened to just murder them all brutally. Sorry about that. All right, I will see to Giaco's safety in return. Yeah, I know she wields powerful sorceries, and she has a fondness for cruel traps. All right, it's good. Lord of a barren land. Okay, well, let's avoid killing more priests than is absolutely necessary. You know, do we get experience for killing these priests? I don't think we do. Doesn't seem like we did, anyways. So, there's no real point to it. Other than, you know, fun. I mean, it is fun to kill priests, trust me, but... That's only because they're priests of, like, a stupid god that's already gone with his shining brows of light or something. I don't really know how it works. Let's go to Giaco. Hey, Giaco! Where you at? I don't know if this counts as freeing Giaco, or we have to kill Osira in order to free him. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll try and free him without killing Osira. But if we need to kill Osira, we'll kill Osira. You know, why not? You're free. Make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fork. But first, some food and rest, I think. If you would dare the upper floors, please tell Nedmar I live yet. Tell him I still have the carving he gave me of the Pale Knight. That should convince him. And perhaps he can help you somehow. Good luck and may the gods keep you safe. Alright. Bye-bye. Okay, let's go back to Nedmar here. Oh my god. Map, scroll faster, please. Thank you. So I kind of should have set him free last time. That was my mistake, you know. But it's fine. Just got to go back to Nedmar. That was really dumb of me to talk to that paladin dude. I could have easily done this without having to kill those guys. But you know what? This is okay. It's all right. Speaking of which, I should actually probably save at some point here. So let's save our game. It's always a good idea to keep saving repeatedly in RPGs. I have like a billion save files. So yeah. Giaco is safe. I need to rest. What? Giaco is safe. He asked me to tell you that he kept his carving you gave him as a boy. Nedmar's eyes widen. With sudden vigor, he rushes forward to grasp your arm. Oh, thank the gods! Thank you! I did not think you could. That is, I feared. I did not want him to meet the Pale Knight so soon. Nedmar pulls away, collecting himself. Here's what I promised you in return. He pulls a large iron key from the pockets of his robe and hands it to you. This will open a door in the scriptorium. He points west, and from there you can reach the chapel. And Lord Raedric without encountering quite so many guards. Take this too. I have little wealth to offer, but better to give something of use. I would entreat you before you go. Despite his shortcomings, Lord Raedric follows the gods with obedience, and he has Gilded Vale's best interests in mind. It may be that within time he can achieve what he desires. Please consider this before you turn to violence. What does the key open? It is a master key. Nedmar wrings his hands as he speaks. It will open every door. It will not open every door, but will permit you access to the stairs leading down into the Lord's chapel. It will also open doors along the keep's main hall, but you will face heavy fighting if you go that way. You do not have much time. Whatever your intent, Lord Raedric will soon discover that one of his prisoners has escaped, and then you will lose the element of surprise. I thought you'd favor Kolsc as Lord of Raedric's Hall. Hold. I favor him as he is, a man of vision, but Kolsc has a hunger in him for rule, even if to good purpose. He is not led by his faith. Still, he is my friend, and I am willing to assist Kolsc in restoring divine favor to the lands of Gilded Vale, should Raedric fall, that is. I need to rest? Of course, I'll bar the door. We might as well rest. I mean, that's my idea. Because, you know, we get a free rest. Why would you say no to that? I wonder if he'll be pissed if we take a shit. Let's make sure it's not trapped first. Doesn't seem trapped. Let's open it. Potion of Merciless Gaze, and Golden Ducks. He'd probably be upset if we took that, but you know what? Let's just go down this way. I wonder if the priests are going to be pissed at us now? Yeah. Oh well. We'll kill them, I guess. Whatever. Alright, that was pretty easy.
Sure.
Oh, man. Okay. Take a shit. Come on down! These are also priests of Barath. And this is the door, I think. So, yeah, we're gonna have to come in here anyways. Okay, Durance, where are you, bro? That's a Loth.
How
You know what, a
may I-
Loth can actually help too, because he has some magical abilities as well. And you can use Necrotic Lance probably on this priest, and probably it's gonna deal a considerable amount of damage. Whereas this is DingleBingle. You know what, DingleBingle? Why don't you just, there's not a lot you can do, but you can do this.
What?
And Durance, you might as well just buff everybody up. Yeah, nicely done.
Let's burn this away.
Alright. Not so hard at
No
all.
problem.
We can take their shit. Yeah. It's actually, like, very worthwhile to kill everybody.
The better part of valor.
Make sure it's not trapped. And open it up. Scroll of Defense. What does this do? How long does it last is the main thing I'm worried for. 15 seconds is not that much, but it's a considerable amount of bonus, so... What the hell is this? Light of Dawn, or... That's a book. Whatever, we'll take all this stuff. And this is a Rite of Walking Shadows. This is a scrawled note. I got your gift. I can't believe someone actually wrote down that kind of thing on parchment. I left something for you in the chapel. Careful not to go digging in the wrong skull again. Okay. Alright, what does this do? Gives you stealth. Alright, whatever. It's not so great.
Eh? Got it.
We'll take some more of these books. I don't care about that. I don't care about that either. Like, we might as well take them, right? Because we have unlimited inventory. So, yeah. Oh, okay, we opened up the key. It's gonna quick save here for a second, and then we're gonna move on in. Okay. We're heading down. We're gonna do this. We're gonna kill Lord Raedric. Or, you know, he said don't kill him instantaneously, like actually try and talk to him first. So we might try and talk to him first, but we'll see. See if he's in a talking mood, you know? Because if he's not in a talking mood, then what are we really supposed to do? We don't have much of an option. Alright, so this is a large seeming map. That seems to be a champion of Barath. That seems to be Lord Raedric, I guess. So, yeah. I guess he'll talk to us first, so. Yeah. You know, the positioning of these guys is not the greatest. Let's go out of sneak mode. Go up here. Right, these champions of Barath are gonna, like, come straight at our goddamn, our freaking fighters here, so. Gonna have Sharknado come up here. Let him approach! Raedric. Flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility, Lord Raedric VII observes you from his throne. Clad in ornate plate, his eyes have a hollow quality, and there is a pillar to the man's gaunt fate that leaves his features showing, a pallor, stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon the stone arm of the throne. A thin crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade past Raedric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Adir's hands straying towards his weapon, as though with a mind of his own. It seems I have you to thank for the chaos spreading through my keep. I half expected to see some invading army.
It is unlike Kolsc to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
His fingers close loosely around the pommel of the dagger, as if to ascertain if it is still there, and then flinch away. Perhaps he ought to have considered your such tactics sooner. You've made short work of my guards. His eyes narrow. They were good and loyal servants, loyal to my coin, if not to me. They deserved a better fate than you gave them.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
Kolsc is your cousin?
Oh yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsc took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Raedric's gaze goes distant for a moment, and then he glances at you, and his lip curls. He fled the keep in time to hole up in the woods beyond the village, to play at being a commoner and court the favor with the people. And while he plays at conqueror, the Vale suffers, families, traders, and all. I do not have enough men to guard the roads to defend us from Kolsk's incursions both. Wait, from the roads and defend us from Kolsk's incursions both. My attention suffers, and so does my governance. My family. Raedric breathes out through his nose. Nor can I make the effort necessary to bring about an end to the curse if we are beset at all hours by this traitorous plots. Let's see. What have you lost?
Much. There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle, but together, a blaze that will destroy us.
Legacy is a test of fate. It has driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire, each whisper from preening charlatans and venom-tongued midwives, the words of false prophets, the promises of dead gods. He clenches a gloved fist.
The flame consumed her. My Ygritte. And our child with it.
Oh, damn! What happened there? Did he kill his own kid?
A just sentence.
Or his wife? Did you kill your own wife, man? Holy shit, you're a Jerkintosh. He killed his own wife! What a Jerkintosh, oh my god! Ygritte knew she hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when our son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Raedric turns a baleful look upon you, jaw working, face flushed and splotchy with emotion. I could not stand. He brings up a hand suddenly towards his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsc know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself, let us succumb one by one, and suffer Barath's punishment until the final soul goes into its keeping, never to return, and the Gilded Vale is but a barren land. You murdered your own wife, dude? Your child? I carried out the sentence. Would you have me give her to an executioner? In Durwood, we see to our own justice. Raedric sits back on his throne, his knuckles wet upon the armrest. You know what? Maybe your justice shouldn't be like kill somebody just because they give birth to like a child that has birth defects, dude. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I have done my duty. Gilded Vale has suffered under your rule. It deserves a better leader. Raedric makes a low huffing noise in disbelief. And you think Kolsc, is that leader? What does he understand of what it means to be Thane? He has gathered a meager assembly of illiterate farmers and scavengers to himself and sends those in suicidal action against my guards.
You are a pawn in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
I think Adir is going to be pissed off if I say I'm willing to listen, but I'm going to be willing to listen.
Good. The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have wasted too many resources on Kolsc and paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can refocus my attentions upon this blight. Between the priest and my animancer, we can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. I don't know, I think it's nice that someone's there to distract him from killing the rest of my town, even if they're not the best neighbors these days. He has doubtless attempted to ply you with lies, hoping to pull you to his side. He will permit you to approach him, so that he might work upon you further, and then you will have your opportunity. See, the problem here is, like, Raedric is kind of a jerkintosh, right? He's going around, he's hanging people all the time, left and right, but Kolsc is no leader. He just wants power, right? He's a power-hungry guy. So, I don't know. I think, you know what? You're truly mad if you think I would ever help you.
So be it. May the twinned god take pity upon your splintered soul, and scatter it to the winds.
This way we don't actually have to search out for Kolsc. It's gonna, like, I don't want to go all the way back and, like, search for him. We can just kill this guy. They're both kind of jerks, but, you know. That is, that guy's a mage.
Eh?
Alright. We've got to take down the mage ASAP. Actually, that's not going to work. Well, we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way instead.
Hey.
We should really not attack the tanks first, though. That's the worst possible idea. Like, Sharknado is going to die, I think, this time around. There's not much we can do to save her.
Hey.
But yeah, we got to take out this rogue as soon as possible.
Yes?
But we can do that using our mage here. So that should help us out a little bit. Use this if you can. And Kevin Durant, can you use this? It's going to take you a little while to use it, but you can eventually. So for now, just wait.
I'm here.
How about wait? Waiting is a good idea. And DingleBingle, why don't you just blind somebody? Like, blind this rogue. Or blind these guys. They seem kind of jerks. Okay. Wow. Alright, Kevin Durant, summon a dude here. That's pretty important to do. Okay, good. Wow, holy shit, man. We're gonna get wrecked. Sharknado just died. Where is Kevin Durant? This is Kevin Durant, okay.
Yes.
This is our hero man here. He can use Recall Agony, but I mean, I don't know how much that's gonna help. Use Mental Binding, maybe. Yeah, that's probably a useful spell to use. This is a deer. This is Aloth. What the fuck are you doing, man? You're gonna die. Holy shit, Aloth. You're insane. Yeah, you're dead, man, Aloth. Yeah, that's not good. Luckily, this Animat is here. Durance. Have you not used this spell? I thought I told you to use it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh man, this is not going very well. This champion of Barath is like super strong. Attack this bodyguard if you can. Yeah. That's also a champion of Barath. Use her. Use, Prayer Against Infirmity. What does that do? +1 defense against sickened attacks. It's not great. Use this. This gives us Armor of Faith. It does damage reduction. It's pretty nice. All around. Yeah, there you go. Do it.
None shall stop us! None shall stop
Nicely done.
us!
Okay.
Hi?
A lot. This bodyguard is... Are you still engaged with that bodyguard? I can't really tell. Even if you are, just do this. It's probably worthwhile.
What?
Why don't you move away? Okay, nicely done. We're surprisingly, like, not dead, which is amazing, but it's good, I guess. Let's see, Divine Mark, attacks well. You know what, why don't you just attack somebody? Your Paladin of Barath is probably a good target to attack. How about this Archmage? Archmage is probably annoying as all hell. So yeah, let's focus on attacking that Archmage while we can.
Yes.
And Aloth, you just need to use your magical abilities. Use this fire spell. See how many people you can hit with it? Yeah. You know what? Why don't you use Ray of Fires? Use Necrotic Lance on this Archmage. Yeah, see if you can. Yeah, nicely done. Okay, that Archmage is dead.
Yes.
This guy's not engaged anymore, so he can move back. And now he can use,
Hi.
Loth. What can you do? What can you do? Well, we can have you use Dazzling Lights, but I mean, you should probably go in here and do a direct damage spell. Yeah, okay. Do this, and then do this. Start wrecking some face. You, sir, Durant. Why don't you do some... Why don't you do some iconic projection here? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, nicely done. I don't know. This Animat is like really good tank. It's doing a good job for us here. And this Favorite of Broth, this Favorite of Broth needs to like die. Okay, there we go. Now we've just left with these tanks and stuff. And we can handle those guys pretty easily.
Yes.
Right. What do you have? This Edit Grimoire? That's not what we want. We want, you can use Kalkot's Sunless Grasp, probably. Probably not a great idea to use
How may I?
an ice-based spell, but, you know, it's not such a bad idea to do it either. Okay. Who's this bodyguard? This is a rogue, right? I think. Anyways, we should focus we should focus that bodyguard down if we can, instead of trying to focus on Raedric.
Yes.
But we can once again use Mental Binding, which is an amazing spell, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, I like it. It's so good. Like, it paralyzes the shit out of him. And it does a lot of damage, so I like it. Okay. Doing some more attacks here. Okay, he's gonna come after a Loth, I think, so we can have a Loth sort of run. Okay, maybe he can't run away, but he can use Iceman Hands.
Feeling the strain.
Icicle Hands, nicely done. You can use... Maybe, I don't know if Laser Beam's actually gonna help, but... You could at least use, Recall Agony on this guy. And maybe a Loth's sacrifice won't be in vain then. Right. Okay, Aloth is dead. We're gonna move our other two caster-type characters back here as much as possible. Okay. And then with Durant, Kevin Durant, I'm gonna use another Iconic Projection. I really like that spell. It heals up our own guys. It does a little bit more damage. It's all around, it's a good spell to have. And we'll attack this Champion of Barath that's almost dead here. And it's a good job. Okay. Attack this other Champion of Barath. And yeah. We'll get a little bit more mana on our Cypher here. Wow, 83 damage. That was probably Kevin Durant here. He's really a great unit for us right now. Doing a great job. You know what? Speaking of doing a great job, why don't you heal our friend here?
Yes.
It's probably a good idea. Yeah, nicely done. Okay. Let's focus on this Champion of Barath. Yeah, good job. Attack Raedric now.
I'm here.
And you know what? Yeah, just get one more, get two more. Get two more endurance. Okay, there we go. And now we can use Recall Agony to deal massive amounts of damage to him. Or he just dies. You know, either way, it's good for us. And we've done the job. So, yeah. Nicely done. The episode went a little bit too long this time around, but okay. This one will be a special long episode, I guess. We heard that you had moved against the keep, and yet we arrived too late, but a moment earlier. I would have heard his dying breath. No matter, it is done. The tyrant is dead, and our village is free to move to a greater future. Gilded Vale owes you a great debt. I owe you a great debt. You have accomplished what I could not. Take what rewards you care to from Raedric's vaults. You have earned them twice over. Kolsc looks over the room smiling. There is much to do. We must send word to the Earl, of course, revoke the cruel laws Raedric has instated. But do not think we will forget your assistance. You have brought about great change. Take pride. Everyone will remember this moment. Come, men, clear these bodies from the hall. With that, Kolsc strides eagerly towards the throne. Oh man, I wanted to loot the bodies. Okay, we can loot the bodies at least. Alright. Look at all this stuff. Fine, you know what? This will wait for next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.